Good morning, Greater Latrobe. From the WCAT-TV studio, I'm your host, Abby Williams. Seniors and juniors, if you would like to be a 6th grade camp counselor, applications are available in the main office. Counselors are needed in the following areas: general group counselors, certified lifeguards, art, and fishing. If you're able to help with rifle and archery, the hunter safety course completion is required. The deadline to apply is Monday, January 31st. If you are interested, do not delay in completing and turning in your application. Available spots will fill fast. There will be a Chick-fil-A Leader Academy meeting on Monday, January 31st in the CSC during all of Lunch and Learn. Please bring your lunch with you to the meeting. See Mrs. Cost with questions. Come out and support Mu Alpha Theta tomorrow at the Eastgate Chick-fil-A. If you mention Mu Alpha Theta when ordering, Chick-fil-A will donate a portion of your bill to the club. There will be an informational meeting about the Allied Health Internship Program during Wildcat time on Friday, February 4th. Interested juniors should sign up in the guidance office before Friday. We will be back after these messages.
The choir program will be selling Singing Valentines in the comms area during Wildcat time and Lunch and Learn now through February 4th. The Valentines will cost $5 and will consist of a 30-second song and a flower given to your special someone or good friend during the school day on February 14th. Song choices will be Never Gonna Give You Up, Love is an Open Door, Can You Feel the Love Tonight, and Can't Help Falling in Love. The number is limited, so get one soon.
The Interact Club is having an annual lip sync battle with Ligonier on Friday, February 25th at 6 p.m. If you are interested in participating, please contact Izzy Trace or Selena Chen with your group members and intended song. The deadline to sign up is Friday, February 4th.
Thanks for tuning in to this edition of WCAT-TV News. Have a great day, Latrobe. Stay tuned for a special in-depth edition of Wildcat All Access.
Good morning, Greater Latrobe. Welcome to Wildcat All Access, where we bring you news from all your Greater Latrobe sports teams. The girls' basketball team continues to rack up key wins against quality section opponents. The girls are first in seed in Section 4-5A with a record of 7-0 and 11-2 overall. On January 13th, the Lady Cats soundly defeated the Gateway Gators by a score of 63-35. In that game, sophomore Ellie Snyder led the way with 17 points, with 15 of them coming from behind the arc. Anna Rafferty also contributed with a solid 14 points. On January 20th, the girls put up a season-high record of points against a quality Woodland Hills team to squeeze off a 76-65 victory. Ellie Snyder impressively put up 20 points, and Camille Dominic finished with 18 points and made 5 of 6 three-pointers. In the ensuing game against Penn Hills, the girls pounded on the Indians with a final score of 69-36. 3 players reached double figures for Greater Latrobe. Ellie Snyder led the trio in points with 21, Emma Blair totaled 20 points, and Josie Stragus finished with 14. On Wednesday night, the girls traveled to Woodland Hills to battle the Wolverines again. In that game, the girls defeated the Wolves by a score of 56-45. Emma Blair led the way with 20 points, and Ellie Snyder contributed 13 points to keep the Cats undefeated in section play. Success has been a common theme with the girls' basketball team this year. Sports reporter Ben Hamby spoke to some of the players about how they prepared for the season.
The girls' basketball team are coming in as defending section champs. With experience and returning players that can guide the team, the question is, can they continue that success? To continue the winning mentality, the team has spent time together to develop a bond well before the season started. The players think it is a key factor towards their success.
Over the summer, we went to Myrtle Beach for a team camp, and we had lots of fun there, and we went undefeated.
It was a great start to the season and getting great chemistry right off the bat. We had a nice long 12-hour car ride together where we all made a lot of memories, and then stayed in rooms with each other, went to breakfast every single morning, and it really made us all a lot closer.
And we're just hoping to carry that on to the season.
Seniors Bailey Watson and Anna Rafferty have been key contributors over the past 3 years. They have taken on the role of leading this team.
So for our steps to kind of achieve our goal, we're just trying to work really hard in practice, and even in games, like, you practice how you play. So just taking practice as seriously as we can, and obviously we want to have fun together.
I think my team gets along great. We all have great relationships. We're always having a good laugh in the locker room before and after the games. Having a good relationship with my teammates helps for great team chemistry on the court, and we all play well together, and we're able to give each other advice and criticism without taking it too harshly.
After last year's success, the team identified goals to continue that momentum.
We're hoping to do just as well this year as last year, and we're working on creating good team chemistry this year.
Obviously, we want to try to win the section again, but just taking it game by game and working better as a team.
Just take care of the ball, not force any turnovers, shoot well from the free throw line.
I think just taking that to the next level will really help us go as far as we can.
Other than the 2 seniors, the Wildcats are hoping for the young players to contribute.
My goals for this season is to try as hard as I can and make sure my effort is always 110% because I really think that everyone leaving last year and they need new players, and me having a year off is going to affect us, and I really want to be an asset to the team.
The seniors have always inspired me to become a better player and help me improve. I really hope I can make that impact when I'm a senior.
As the team moves forward, the seniors and the supporting players will look to achieve their goals. That being said, this team puts in work day in and day out, and the sky's the limit. Reporting for WCAT-TV News, I'm Ben Hamady.
Thanks, Ben. Tonight, the girls will head across town to battle the Greensburg-Salem Lions for a section game with tip-off slated for 7:30 p.m. Good luck to the girls in their chase to become back-to-back section champs. Continue on the court, we go to Nate Roth with an update on the boys basketball team.
Thanks, Luke. On January 14th, the boys faced Gateway, falling to them 82-60 with Chase Sickenberg leading the scoring with 16 and Landon Butler right behind him with 11. Last 2 days, the boys played a tough Kiski team, falling to them 77-51 with Landon Butler leading the scoring with 21 points. The team then went on to face Woodland Hills last Friday, coming up with a huge upset, 77-66, with Butler contributing a big 35-point game to upset the Wolverines. This past Tuesday, the boys played a tough Penn Hills team, drawing to them 87-44, with Butler contributing 19. With a young team this year, the training in the gym has become critical to their development. Here's reporter Ramaya Henderson with more.
Latrobe has a history in boys basketball, and this year they are striving to continue that legacy. Even with a challenging start to the season, giving up is never an option. It all comes down to a strong team mindset as they step onto the court.
I think that everyone needs to stay positive, keep their head up, and always help each other up on the court and play their hardest.
Before any practice drills, the boys participate in cardio exercise. From jump rope to Vertimax, all are beneficial towards improving their individual performance. They then shoot around with each other, which is an enjoyable time during practice. However, the drills that take place during practice are what helps them to excel.
We do the 2-minute drill, which is 30 seconds each of layups, then bank shots, and straight in. And then we do reverse layups. This helps us improve our individual shots, get better each day.
Nothing beats winning on your home court, and the team's mindset during practice translates onto the floor. The team puts an incredible amount of work and effort behind the scenes in order to get to that feeling of adrenaline when they run out at the beginning of a game. The end goal is always the same, but the effort during practice translates to game day. These guys are keeping their heads up and working hard to reach their goals, and we will continue to follow their journey. Reporting for WCAT-TV, I'm Ramaya Henderson.
Thanks, Ramaya. The boys are back in action tonight as they head down Route 30 to take on Ligonier Valley Rams. Tip-off is at 6 p.m. Over to the pool, the swimming and diving team is focused on achieving WPIAL qualifying times and scores. We go to Dina Peru for an update.
Thanks, Luke. The swimming and diving team has been off to a great start this season. On January 13th, the girls defeated Collinsville with a score of 93-80, and the boys won with a score of 87-71. WPIA qualifiers include Lauren Bell in the 100 free, Hannah Poloski in diving, Julian Zoot in the 200 medley relay and 50 free, as well as Charlie Karate in the 200 free relay. On January 18th, the girls defeated Greensburg-Salem with a score of 80-40, and the boys beat the Golden Lions with a score of 74-46. WPIA qualifiers were Hannah Poloski in diving, Julian Zoot in the 200 medley relay, 50 free, as well as the 200 free relay, and Patrick Crotty in the 400 free relay. On January 20th, the boys beat Kiski with a score of 93-87, and the girls defeated the Cavaliers with a score of 93-78. WPIA qualifiers include Lauren Bell in the 50 free, Hannah Poloski in diving, Colin Spehar in the 100 butterfly, and Julian Zoot in the 200 medley relay, 50 free, and 200 free relay. Finally, on Tuesday, the girls fell to Franklin Regional by a score of 87-97, and the boys fell to the Panthers with a score of 86-95. WPIL qualifiers include Hannah Poloski in diving, Charlie Crotty in the 200 medley relay, and Colin Spehar in the 200 free relay. The dive team may be one of the smaller teams of the school, but they flip and twist their way into many great accomplishments.
Reporter Alexis Knoll had a chance to talk to some of the divers about their team dynamic and goal for this year.
The dive team may not have a lot of members, however they still manage to rack up wins and accolades throughout the season. The team being small may seem like a bad thing, but it's actually the main reason for what makes them so close and encouraging towards each other.
What makes the team so dynamic this year is that we all have fun and we all cheer each other on no matter what they're doing or the dives, and it just makes it overall such a good experience every meet because everyone's just hyping each other up.
The bond the team shares is very tight. They are always there for each other, and there is only really one word to describe this special team.
One word to describe the diving team is uplifting. Every meet, we are the loudest, most obnoxious team there is, but we like to hype each other up and really cheer when everyone's diving.
Even with all the fun the dive team has, they still have a focused mindset on the competition, and they are ready to come out on top.
The overall goal for this year, I'd say, is for everyone to make whippeals.
All the minor and major goals all point toward the focus of the season, which is whippeals. The process of making it can take large steps and involve putting many hours on the board.
To qualify for whippeals, we need to get new dives so we can get a higher DD and we can get higher scores.
With 2 former qualifiers, they know what kind of competition they will be going into at the big meet and what is needed to win.
Whippeals last year, I feel like it was really weird because of all the restrictions with COVID and everything. And coming back this year, I know my competition and I know what I have to do to be better and to place higher. So I feel like I'm really looking forward to competing at whippeals, and I think it'll be a lot better this year than it was last year.
The team looks to leave their mark at the Whippeal Championships in February. Reporting for WCAT-TV, I'm Alexis Knoll.
Good luck to the team as they head to Derry today for the WCCA tournament. Back to you, Luke.
Thanks, Adina. The bowling team also faced some WCCA competition this week. Here's Richard Hildwick with more.
The bowling team took part in the first ever Westmoreland County Coaches Association bowling tournament on Monday. Out of 7 schools in the county that participated, the boys team took home the first place trophy. The boys had a score of 3,094, followed by Hempfield with a score of 3,042. The girls finished with a score of 2,276, which placed them third behind Penn Trafford with a score of 2,423 and Kiski with a score of 2,416. James Gatto led the way in the tournament with an impressive score of 696, taking first place. Alex Brubaker finished third, Robbie Phillips placed 7th, Jason Markowski placed 8th, and Cole Pfeiffer finished 10th. For the girls, Aiden Leone placed 5th with a score of 537. Vanessa McMichael placed 6th with a score of 509. The team took on Penn Trafford on Wednesday and recognized their seniors on their senior night. The boys won by the score of 7-0, and the girls won their first 2 games, adding the total pins score and tied the last game. That was the Lady Warriors' first loss of the season. Most notably, in the first game, Alex Brubaker was 1 pin shy of recording a perfect game, but that performance helped secure the win. Brubaker also had a series score of 732, with James Gatto behind him with a score of 650. The girls had several strong performances, the main one being Kaylee Zuzak with a score of 638, followed by Vanessa McMichael with a 631, and Aiden Leone with a 611. The team will face off against Hempfield next Wednesday. While the bowling team is in its infancy, they are winning like an experienced team in the WPIBL. Reporter McKenna Yetzi explores the development of this team.
Greater Latrobe bowling team has been seen as a school sport for only 2 years, but they've been making their mark in the WIPBL competition. Head coach Ed Zuzak owns Lincoln Lanes, and with the help of students and parents, he helped to make the school sport a reality.
There was a lot of interest from parents and young bowlers as well. With a lot of work, with a lot of good people, we put it together. There's a lot of high schools in the area that have high school teams as well. Namely, right in our section is Hempfield, Greensburg-Salem, Greensburg Central Catholic, York, Penn Trafford. In the WPIBL, there are over 84 teams in Western Pennsylvania.
As the owner of the bowling alley with a passion for the sport, Coach Zuzak has inspired his daughter, Kaylee, to become involved as well.
The bowling team, this is my 3rd year for the bowling team. We started it when I was a sophomore, and I've been bowling since before I could even walk.
Every strike counts toward the bowling team score and also towards creating memories for the team.
My favorite memory is before all of the matches, me and one or two of the other girls will take a timer picture before every match, and it's just like a fun way to remember like what happened every game and stuff.
While the team works together, each bowler has individual goals.
I'd say my main goal this year is just to have the team qualify for states.
Bowling team is looking for more members. All skills levels are welcome.
Preset notions of anybody wanting to join the team. Anybody that wants to join the team, boys or girls, we are welcome to have them all. We have coaches here pretty much 7 days a week to help bowlers to strive to meet any goals they might have.
The Untitled bowling team has accomplished a lot in a short time due to the determination and strong work ethic. They look to keep the success rolling. Reporting from WCAT-TV, I'm McKenna Yutzi.
Thanks, McKenna. After some travel delays, the wrestling team finally made it back from Colorado and have continued their success on the mat. We go to Ben Hamley with an update on the wrestling team.
Thanks, Luke. On Friday the 14th, the Cats beat the number 20th ranked team in the country with Luke Willishow, Vinny Kilcarry, Nate Roth, Jack Pletcher, Tyler Lynch, and Corey Borio winning their matches, with Wyatt Health having the walk-off pin for the match. At the tournament on Saturday, Luke Willishow, Vinny Kilcarry, and Nate Roth all won the tournament. Jack Pletcher and Corey Borio finished in second, with Tyler Lynch and Wyatt Health placing third. Also, Leo Joseph and Sam Snyder finished in 5th place. The team had a quick turnaround once they returned home and faced Greensburg-Salem on January 19th, as they dominated by a score of 51-18. Gabe Golden and Sam Snyder both won their matches by a pin. This helped guide the team to victory on Wednesday night, as the team hosted Thomas Jefferson for the Section 2-3A semifinals. The Cats wasted no time coming out with a quick lead on their opponent. The match only lasted less than 40 minutes as they went on to win 48-24. Nate Roth, Jack Pletcher, and Tyler Lynch all won by pinfall. Their victory allowed them to compete in the section championship later in the night. The Cats hosted Connellsville, who are evenly matched up from the looks of it. Once the match started, though, the boys only took 22 seconds to get the momentum. Luke Willishow recorded a quick pin in the opening match. Also, Leo Joseph, Gabe Golden, Vinny Kilcarry, Nate Roth, Jack Pletcher, and Corey Borio, and Wyatt Held all won their matches to lead the team to victory. The team went on to beat the Falcons 38-19 to become 2-3A section champions. Congratulations, Cats. Under the leadership of Coach Mears, the team has been leaving their mark across the country. Sports reporter Nate Roth takes a look at how the new coaching staff has impacted the team.
Under the guidance of Coach Mears, the Greater Latrobe wrestling team has been off to an impressive start. After retiring as athletic director in 2021, Coach Mears has returned to his coaching roots and is leading the Greater Latrobe wrestling team to new heights.
Well, I think the opportunity was there and the time was right to come back. People need to understand I didn't leave coaching to leave coaching. I left coaching to accept an administrative job, and at Latrobe at the time administrators can't coach a sport, so I made a career decision for my family and my life. And it got to the point where now I was retiring from athletic director and transportation director, and I did have time to coach again, and it's always been my passion and first love. And honestly, a son in the program was a big piece of it, and I just felt I had something to offer that could help the program, and that's pretty much the motivational thing that drove me to say, maybe it's time to come back. The core of this team was already very good. I mean, only a fool would say that you made all these kids this good in a year and a half. They do a lot of individual training. They're hardworking guys. They're excellent students. I think the one thing I would like to think I've added was a year-round commitment to the kids. We lift all summer, we do freestyle, we travel in the summer as a club team, the Countryside Kids or Young Guns or Quest, and we try to travel enough to keep wrestling the kids that don't do any other sports. And I think that year-round lifting and training shows up in the season, because really I say the season should just show what you've done in the off-season, because everyone's getting coached once the season starts. So I believe the piece I've brought is a very intense off-season approach, and I think that shows up then in the in-season.
In his second season, Coach Mears has already made a strong impact on the wrestlers in life and on the mat.
Coach Mears has done a lot for me, and he's really brought the team together.
Coach Mears really helped the whole team out, really with the whole team morality and us all coming together and just having a good time out there.
He's helped me with a lot of the more weight side of it, and he's also helped me control my different techniques and just kind of fine-tuning a lot of the stuff I've already brought kind of to the table.
The team entered the season with high expectations and have been leaving their mark in meets and across the country.
We've set a lot of goals, both as individuals and as a team. We firmly believe that we want to be in the Giant Center, wrestling as a team, as one of the top 4 teams in the WPAL for the state dual championships. We believe that we have a shot to be in a top 2 of the WPAL if we wrestle really well. We did set goals. We'd like to be the county champs and the section champs, and we're working towards those goals. But at the end of the day, it's an individual sport. And once we get back from the team things, hopefully, we will shift gears to individuals. And I believe this team possesses the talent to send 4, 5, or 6 kids to the state championships individually. And that would be something fun to culminate at the end of the year. And at the end of the day, that's what wrestling's about. You know, at the end of the day, it's an individual sport, and did you make it to states? And these kids are all working towards it collectively as a team. And then we'll shift gears to an individual, but it'll be a journey for sure.
The Greater Latrobe wrestling team looks to continue their success throughout the postseason. Reporting for WCAT-TV, I am Nate Roth.
The team is back in action next Wednesday for the WPIAL tournament. Back to you, Luke.
Thanks, Ben. While the wrestling team braved the snow in Colorado, back in PA, the hockey team was dealing with teams on the ice. Here is reporter Maya Henderson for an update on the hockey team.
Thanks, Luke. The ice hockey team is on a 2-game winning streak with a win against Montour 2-1 and their most recent win against Butler by the score of 5-1. They are currently 7-7. Vinny Amatucci was in goal against Butler. Goal scorers include Nick Manalakis, Dylan Morris, Ethan Elias, Peyton Myers, and Fletcher Harvey. As for the Montour game, Evan Jarvis was in goal, and goals came from J.D. Robinson and Nick Manalakis. While the season has presented challenges, reporter Nick Manalakis spoke to some of the players on how they were focusing on team goals this year.
The ice hockey team has had a very rough start, but despite that, they're still looking to push for playoff spot.
When the team plays in an intense style, they can win any game. But when they don't, they can sometimes fall apart.
I think we need to work on our neutral zone, getting the puck in quicker, and then crashing the puck in front of the net more.
The ice hockey program has been very successful over the past 15 years, making the playoffs every year and winning multiple Penn's Cups and state championships. So the pressure is high to keep that winning tradition.
Are you happy with how the season has gone so far?
I am not. We're below 500 at this moment.
The team had faced similar challenges last year by having a rough start by going 2-5, but they won 8 out of the last 10 to make the playoffs. Most of the games that they have been in over the past 2 years have been tight, so they know what it takes to play a full 51 minutes.
We need to be more consistent on the ice and during practices.
This group has struggled offensively after losing a leading goal scorer, Alex Saul, so they have relied on other aspects of the game to carry them through.
This year, as an individual, I would like to work on being vocal on the ice and communicating to my teammates.
Even though the boys have had a rough start, they all know what it takes to get the job done. Reporting for WCAT-TV, I'm Nick Manalakis.
Thanks, Nick. The team will honor seniors Vinny Amatucci, Evan Jarvis, and Aiden Brunetto next Thursday night at Kirk S. Nevin Arena when they take on Hempfield Spartans at 7:15. Back to you, Luke.
Thanks for joining us for Wildcat All Access. Let's go, Cats.